This is not the first time we've had cancer drug shortages, but this is clearly the most important, the most widespread shortage of specific cancer drugs that we've ever had. It's not just one. Hearing Carrie's story is hard enough. We estimate that between 100,000 and 500,000 patients with cancer in the United States could be impacted by this shortage.
When you talk about navigating the shortages, how do you do that? Because we're talking about a distribution, right? And if I understand it correctly, it's all about capital. So it started perhaps a slow drip in 2008. We can go into the nuances. But as opposed to going into the nuances, how do we navigate it going forward?
Well, there are short-term solutions and long-term solutions. In the short term, we should use the limited supply of these two drugs, carboplatin and cisplatin, as best we can. Make sure we're not wasting drug in the vial, using it appropriately. We have guidance on how to eke out the most drug from the limited supply we have. There are some cancers where we frequently use these drugs, but there are really pretty good alternatives, and so we're making recommendations about how to do that. We're carefully watching when new batches get released. You mentioned, you just heard about new batches. Every time this happens, and it's happened several times in the last 2 weeks, we'll put the information out on our website for the cancer doctors to see. We'll tweet it and say, here's the company releasing it. And the FDA is working on actually importing drug from companies that we don't have approval for in the United States. But this is not a global shortage of these drugs. Other countries have these. They're just coming from manufacturers that don't have U.S. approval. So the FDA is working on quickly approving some of these companies and importing some drug.
Well, that was sort of my next question is it a global issue? Is it a United States issue? And if so, and if it's systemic, we can talk about the short term, which you just went over, but the long term, what about just prevention entirely?
Right. Drug shortages are a global problem, and they come and go in different countries. So this is a global issue. This acute shortage right now is U.S. So the long-term solutions could be, at the legislator level with some new laws, and the legislature can actually help the FDA have more authority. So legislative issues that improve the regulatory agency's ability to demand to know where the raw materials are coming from, who the different manufacturers are supplying the drugs to, things like that. The FDA does not have the legal power to mandate that. Additionally, this is really a market failure in the end, because as soon as drugs go generic, we get companies that come in and they compete for the lowest possible price. As we say, it's a race to the bottom. And then some of the highest quality manufacturers, the ones you want to keep in the business because they are less likely to have quality problems along the line, they say, we can't make it for this amount, and they leave. So there are legislative things, regulatory things, and market things, incentives to keep the high-quality companies, U.S.-based companies, in the market that we really are going to have to address.
But before I let you go, do you feel as if the solution is somewhere that we would find maybe in Congress? Because you could say the federal government may be part of the blame because of the Inflation Reduction Act that capped the prices. I mean, some may say that that could be really a trickle-down effect. But you're saying that perhaps we do see a solution with legislation.
That can be part of the solution, and potentially we're all talking about, should we be stockpiling 6 months' supply of these kinds of critical drugs? Could we use our buying power through the VA system, through Medicare, et cetera, to have stockpiles? Or should we give kind of quality points for companies who were willing to guarantee a 6-month backup supply, and we pay a little bit more with our governmental buying power and encourage other people who are using these drugs to pay a little bit more to get that supply chain safety? So no one person, no one main body is to blame, but we can all work together to fix it so that we don't have such a terrible situation in the future.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.